Alright, what's going on, guys? Got my 96 Civic here. I'm going to be filming the whole process of rebuilding it because I blew a nice little chunk in the engine there on the way to California. So I'm going to end up doing a bottom end swap and keeping my top end. You know, just do the bearings on the bottom to be safe as long as everything else is good. But this is the start of the process, even though I've done a little bit, but that was before I decided to keep it because I was selling it for a while. Nice 4-door. It is lowered, but since it's on 4 jack stands, you can't really tell. Yeah, so later on I'm going to be taking the whole intake manifold off so I can take the head off, because the whole plan is to take the head off to see if it's still good. If it's still good, I can go ahead with my plan to do the bottom end, save some money, and it'll be a lot easier to do, and I know my top end will be solid. It's a D16 Y7. Alright, I'll catch you when I take the intake off. Alright, so I made a little progress. Got the throttle body on. I mean off, not on. I'm just disconnecting the harness and everything. All the injectors are disconnected. Still got a couple more lines in here to disconnect, and then I could start really trying to get this intake manifold off. So you got the throttle body over here. Part of the air box over here. But yeah, for the most part, it's getting pretty close to coming out, and I will keep you updated. Alright, so I got the intake manifold off. It's all gone. Had a little trouble because I didn't know about this mount right underneath here that's on the manifold, which will create a little trouble. So this little bolt that goes in there. Had to cut this hose because it was just stuck and it's old, and might as well replace it if I'm doing an engine swap. So now, just kind of general observation here. Obviously, you get the timing belt off, so take the timing cover off, and you know, I just might even cut the belt because I'll just end up putting a new belt to make it easy. The distributor, it doesn't need to come off, but I'm going to take it off. And then there is 10 head bolts. You see down in there. There's 5 on each side that I'll need to take off. And then the head should pop right off, hopefully. And take the mount off of the, I think, AC compressor here? Or no, power steering pump. My bad. I'm stupid for that. Power steering pump right here. Need to disconnect the bracket. Excuse me. And then she'll pop right off. And there's a couple sensors we need to unplug here. And then should be all good. Got a little more progress done on the Honda. Removed a couple things. For the most part, see, you got the whole intake manifold off, distributor's off, mount is unbolted, and the head is ready to come off, except for right here. I stripped the head on it, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get it off, because I don't want to cut it because it seems to lead straight into the wiring harness and it doesn't unplug anywhere. So yeah, that's progress I made on the Honda. And I took it off the jack stands. Well, it looks like a change of plans. When I started to rebuild this, I had always been trying to sell this car. I left it on Craigslist as I was taking it apart to fix it, to see if anyone would offer me the right price. And
one day I decided to throw it up on Facebook on Sin City Parts, and I sold it. So this is my final goodbyes to my very first car. Had it for about a year and a half, a little bit more. You know, I drove it, I want to say almost 11,000 miles. And yeah, and unfortunately, I only sold it, I didn't sell it for what I wanted to. Well, of course, since, you know, it was blown up, you're never going to get what you want for it out of that. But, you know, I got my Range Rover there to fix, and I just decided that it's time to move on. Let someone else enjoy it. You know, they're going to get a good car for the cost once they finish building it and stuff. But yeah, just the final goodbyes to my good life Honda Civic. My very first car.